Okay. All right, guys. So today we have to see implementation of file share storage services, right? So container storage service we have completed in our last class. Container storage services we have completed in our last class. So first, access to private containers, the files which we have uploaded. Okay, see here. I'm just putting it in this way. See the files. Okay, which we are uploaded in. Okay, private container. Okay, in private container, how we can access the files, how we can access those files. Okay, fine. So let me show you that one here first. I'll go to portal.azure.com. Okay, very good, Jitendran. AZ 900, AZ 900 you have qualified. Oh, very nice, very nice. Okay, good. Fine, fine. So I will go ahead and I'll create a storage account. I'm quickly creating one storage account, guys. Okay. What is this, Sanoganda? Sana? While creating the storage account, if you choose performance as standard, means it's showing two redundancy, LRS and GRS. If you choose performance as premium, it's showing redundancy is LRS only. So what about remaining two redundancy? So when you are choosing premium here, then when you are choosing premium here, then the other two are not showing, right? So it means that that two will not be supported. The two will not be supported. That's what it means. Okay. So when you are choosing standard, when you are choosing premium, the redundancy options will get changed. Okay. So the redundancy options will get changed when you choose standard and premium. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just go with standard storage account as of now. Okay. See here, I'm having LRS, GRS, ZRS, GZRS. Whereas four I'm having four. If you choose premium, then you are having only two. Azure is not supporting all. Okay, it's a restriction. It's a limitation from Azure Cloud Computing. Okay, getting, is that clear? Fine. I'll just go for GRS as of now. I'll go ahead and I'll create a storage account, guys. Okay, I'll create a storage account. So let the storage account gets created here. I'll go to resource. Okay. I'll go to blob services. Okay. I'll create one container here. Okay. So what container I'll create? I'll just create a container with the name India. Okay. India. I'm going with private access, guys. I'm going with private access. Okay, I'll click on create. Now, if I upload some files, okay, if I upload some files inside this private container India, then the files is not accessible. The files is not accessible. If I go here to Naresh IT, Azure Data Engineering, okay. See here, this is the file, right? If you click on this file, if you copy this link, come here and paste it. See, the file is not accessible. The file is not accessible. Why the file is not accessible? Because the container which we have created India, that container is with private access. This is a container or a folder, whatever you want, you can say. So this we have created with a private access, the container. So the containers which are created with the private access, then whatever the data you are uploading inside the private container will not be accessible via HTTP or HTTPS directly. Will not be accessible by HTTP and HTTPS directly. Whatever the data that you are uploading inside the private container. Okay, that is what I'm trying to say here. I have shown the proof also. Now, what I have to do, if I want to give access, if I want someone, okay, see, if I give you this URL, if you open this URL, guys, for you also, it will not open. Okay, anyone, if you click on this link, then you will also get the same error, what I'm getting. Okay, you will also get it the same way. Is that clear? Yes or no, guys? Did anyone try it? Did anyone try it? I believe everyone is getting the same, right? So why? Because the container is being implemented with private access. Okay. The container is being implemented with private access. क्या चले गया है? Okay. तभी ठीक हो गया मेरा 90%. Okay. Okay, fine. So if you see here, Bhaskar, I think you have sent an email to me as well, right? You have sent an email to me as well, and I told that that the card is not accepted, right? What card you are using, Bhaskar? No, not HDFC. Is it a Visa card, Mastercard? What card it is? Is it a credit card, debit card? What it is? Debit card. Debit card will not accept, Bhaskar. Debit card will not be accepted. See, I'll tell you. Okay. No, Rohit. Okay, let me answer Bhaskar first. Bhaskar, see, okay, 95% debit cards will not work. Okay, and if debit card is also there, it will be for ICICI and It will be for ICICI and that what we say. Okay. It will be for ICICI and other thing. One more bank is there. Okay. For these two, बिल्कुल नहीं है शक्कर. Okay. If debit card also, it will be debit card will work for ICICI and Tech Mahindra Bank. Tech Mahindra, some bank is there, I don't know exactly. That bank card will work. Okay. Else other cards will not work. And for debit cards, okay, the international transactions should be on your debit card. This is also you have to keep in mind. Okay. So there are a lot of restrictions with debit card, Bhaskar. So please leave debit card. Better go for credit card only. Okay, getting? Is that clear? नहीं है मेरे पास. Axis Bank, I'm not sure. Axis Bank. See, guys, better I'll say that don't go for debit card. Okay, don't go for debit card. Go for credit card only. Bhaskar, if that is the case, then you just wait for some time. In our batch, many students will create, right? So anyone can share you the user mail ID and password. Anyone can share the mail ID and password with you. So free trial, user ID and passwords, we can share with each other. That's not a problem. Getting, Bhaskar, have some patience. I'll ask with the participants, with your batchmates. Anyone can give, it's not a problem. Just wait for some time. Okay, fine. Dhananjay, for WhatsApp group, you have to check with batch admin. You have to check with batch admin for this one, WhatsApp group. So batch admin will create the WhatsApp group. Okay. All right. Credit cards also, only Visa and Master will work to create Azure free trial account. All these points I have told in the initial classes, all these points I have told. Okay. And one more thing here, see, there is a problem. There is a problem in recordings, portal. Okay. I got a message from Naresh IT today. So please wait for today. Please wait for today. The team is working on it. Okay, the team is working on it. From tomorrow, it will work, guys. Okay, from tomorrow, it will work. Okay, just have some patience, guys. Is that clear? What you want to give, Bhaskar? AZ10 for what you want to give? I didn't get your question. Okay, Bhaskar, are you ready? No. With these codes, Bhaskar, with these codes, you can take DP203 Bhaskar, not AZ104. I don't know why are you asking this kind of questions. In the first class, I have told Bhaskar, this course is for DP203, Azure Data Engineering. How can you ask this question? I'm little bit worried here. AZ104 is Azure Administrator. We are not learning here Azure Admin, right? We are learning data engineering. Okay, if you are having interest in virtual machines, then you can go for Azure DevOps also. You can go for Azure DevOps. Is that clear? In Azure DevOps, you will learn a lot about virtual machines. Is that clear? All questions sorted out. Can I continue the class now? Guys, see, my mail ID I have given. I have given my mail ID here to everyone. But what is my pattern is, first I complete the module. Once I complete the module, then I'll give you the assignments. Is that clear? So let me complete the storage account first, then I'll give you the assignments for it. Getting? Okay. So as I can see, there are many people who have joined today. So I'll share the material with all of you guys one more time. So the people who have not downloaded the material yet, okay, please download the material. Also one important thing, guys. Also one important thing. Okay, please join the class on time. Okay. Please join the class on time. The class is 7:30. The class timing is 7:30. Okay. People are joining at 7:50 also. Some people joining at 7:50 as well. 7:50, 7:45. This is too late, guys. This is too late, I'm telling you. 7:30 is the class time. Maximum you have to join the class by 7:35. Maximum you have to join the class by 7:35. You should not cross this time. 5 minutes leniency, we can go ahead. You should not cross 7:35, guys, I'm telling you. I'm seeing some students are joining even at 7:45 also. That is really very ridiculous. Okay, fine. I'll share the material here one more time for the candidates who have not downloaded the material yet. We are learning the migration, Bhaskar. Okay, how we can migrate the SQL databases to Azure Cloud Computing. We are learning that. We are learning how we can migrate the data, blob storages. Okay, different migration concepts we are learning. Not now, maybe after 1 month. Acha, link you have not received on time. Okay, fine. Fine. All right. I'll just tell Naresh Shetty to give the link on time to everyone. Okay. So I will just go ahead. I'll give this link, guys. Okay, this is the link. Please, everyone, go ahead and download the material. The people who have not downloaded yet, please go ahead and download the material. Everyone downloaded? Okay. So shall I continue the class? Okay, fine. So now what I'm saying is like this file is not accessible now. See, if I click on this file, this is what my PDF file. This is what my PDF file, and this is the link of the file. Okay, I have created a private container India. I click on this file link. I'll go here and I will put this link and see here. The file is not accessible to me. It is not accessible to anyone. If I give this link to all of you, if every one of you click on this link, okay, the file is not accessible for you also. Why the file is not accessible? Because the file has been uploaded in private container. The file has been uploaded in private container. It's a private container. So if we want to give access to someone for private containers, what we can do? What we can do here, we can generate the SAS for the file. We can generate the SAS for the file. So this is the file, right? This is the file. If I want to give access to someone to my file, even for private container files, I'll click on this file. I'll go to generate SAS and then see here permissions. What kind of permissions you want to give to this file, to the users. If you want to give only read permission, then select read here. That's it. If you want to give delete permission also, write permission also, create permission also, etc., then you can select all whatever you want accordingly. I'll say here I want to give only read permission of the file to the users. So I have selected read here. You can do one thing. You can even mention the date and time. Okay. SAS is a concept. Shared access signature, it's a concept wherein you can give the access to your data, what you have uploaded inside your storage account with lot of restrictions and limitations. Okay, is that clear? What is the difference between add and create? Should you don't know what is create, what is add, Anvita? Seriously? If there is a file already, in that file you can add the data. What is create? You can create completely a new file from the beginning. Okay, fine. So what I'm saying here, I want to give only read permission, because in our real-time projects also we'll give only read permissions. That's it, mostly. And then next, I'm saying that I want to give access only for 1 day, 1 week. That is also very much possible. So I'm saying that from 8th to July, 7:28 p.m. to 9th July, 7:58 p.m. I'm giving access only for 1 day. Okay, 8th July to 9th July, I am giving access only for 1 day. After that 1 day, the access will be gone automatically. Fine. One more restriction, if you want, you can mention the IP ranges here. So if your end user is accessing from that particular IP range, then only the file will be accessible, the data will be readable to him. Else it is not. Okay, a lot of restrictions, guys, you can put it here when you are generating the SAS for your file. Okay. Yes, only one material I have shared till now, guys. Solutions B. What is your name? Solution B, what is your name? Please log in with your proper name. For all the previous lectures, we are having video recordings. Video recordings will be shared by Naresh IT. Video recordings are not in my control. And material I'm supposed to share with all of you. And material I have shared just now. Fine. I'll say here HTTPS and HTTP, and I'll say here generate SAS token and URL. Now take this URL, come here and paste it. See, now the file is accessible. Super. See, now the file is accessible now. Very nice. Very nice. So the point I'm trying to make here is whenever you want to access a data, which is in your private container, then you have to generate the SAS for that file, and then you have to share it with the end users. Now, if you see, guys, this is the link I have given to all of you in the chat. If you see in that link, if you click on that link, the file will be accessible to you as well. The file will be accessible to you as well. Is the file is accessing to all? Yes or no? Yes, no? Yeah. So previously, with this link, the file was not accessible. With this previous link, the file was not accessible. I have generated the SAS for it, and now the file is accessible. This is how we manage the data. This is how we manage the data. No. What is this question, Satish? If you want, okay, if you want to change the private access to something like public, then for that you are having a separate container. Okay, blob access, container level access, that is public only. That is public only. In last class, I have shown, guys. Okay, I'll show it one more time. Okay. So you cannot convert private to public. If you want the data to be available publicly, then you have to create a container with a blob level access. Okay. Is it clear, Satish? Getting? So this is what I have shown now, private container. If you go here, if you see India, this is the container I have created. India, and it is having a private access level. See, access level is what? Private. Getting? Is that clear? Now, if you want to be available with the data which is publicly accessible to anyone, okay, you want the data to be available and accessible to all publicly without any restrictions or limitations, then we can create a container with a blob level access. Okay. See, I'll show you that as well. I'll say here container. I'll give the name. Let us take it as something, Singapore. And I'll give anonymous access level as blob. See what I'm giving? Blob. Anonymous access level, I'm giving it as what? Blob. Okay. I'll click on create. Now, inside this container Singapore, whatever the data you are uploading, that will be accessible publicly to everyone. See now, if I upload this file, okay, let the file gets uploaded here. Go inside the file, copy, paste in your URL. The file is opening. See, amazing. The file got opened straightforward. Publicly, the file got open. Why? Because this file is been uploaded. This file is been uploaded in Singapore container, which is having blob level access. which is having blob level access. Getting, guys, is that clear or not? Very, very important for interviews point of view. They will expect these questions, these answers, this knowledge from you. They'll expect this knowledge from you. Getting, is that clear or not? When we create a container with blob level access, then the data will be publicly accessible to everyone. The moment you share the link of your file, it will be accessible. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Bhavana, you are correct. You are correct, Bhavana. If you are saying for container level access, see, you are having here one more option. If you go to blob services, if you create a container, let us take it as Dubai, and I'm seeing here what container level access. What will happen here now? Here in container level access, whatever you are keeping inside this container, okay, that files will be accessible to all. And moreover, the file that what you are uploading, you can have one more container inside that file. See now, I'll say I'll upload one file. Okay, some two files I'm uploading. What I'll do, I'll say here, upload to a folder. I'll say here, my folder. So what is happening here? These two files, what I'm uploading, these two files, what I'm uploading, these two files comes under this folder. This two file comes under this folder. I'll say here upload. Then see a folder, my folder got created, and these two files got uploaded inside the folder. The two files will be accessible. This is what, how it is. Different level of accesses that we can implement for blob storage services. Fine, guys. Next we are having is what? File share storage services. File share. Inside a storage account, we are having multiple storage offerings, right? Container storage services or blob storage services we have seen. Now, what is file share services? We'll see now what is file share services. So here, guys, okay, I'll put it here. File share storage services will accept all type of data. Will accept all types of data. Okay, data in any format or in any extension can be loaded inside the file share storage services. And be uploaded inside the file share storage services. Okay. See now, I'll go to file share, file services, file share. This is the file share. Click on this file share, and I'm getting a file share. Okay, Naresh file share 1515. What is file share, guys? File share is something like a folder. File share, it's something like a folder. That's it. It's something like a folder. Okay, we can keep any number of files inside the file share. You can keep any number of files inside the file share as per our choice. See now, this is one file share I am creating. I'll go next to backup. If you want to schedule the backup of this file share, so whatever the files that you are uploading inside the file share, all that will be backed up. All that will be backed up. If you want to schedule, then you can schedule the backup copy. Okay, so enable backup, check this box. If you don't want to schedule the backup, then uncheck this. Else, check this box. Okay, I'll say here my vault name. I'll say here create new. I'll say here my Naresh file share vault. Okay, my Naresh file share vault. Okay, my RG. Fine. Now next what I'll do, I'll say here, it is giving me a policy that it will take the backup at 7:30 p.m. UTC and it will keep the backup up to 30 days. It will keep the backup up to 30 days and it is taking at 7:30 p.m. No, this is not suitable for you. This is not as per your requirement. Then you can say here, create a new policy. You say here, create a new policy, and then I'll give the policy name. I'll give the policy name as like, my backup, my file share, my Naresh file share backup policy. I'm giving some policy name here. Okay. Vault is the one which will help you to schedule the backup. Policy is the one in which you will decide how you are going to take the backup on what date and time. So I'm saying here now, two options I'm having, daily and hourly. How you want to take the backup? I'll say daily I want to take the backup. Daily I want to take at 5:30 a.m. morning. Daily I want to take the backup at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. Okay, fine. With this, what happens here? Your backup will be scheduled. Your backup will be scheduled. Okay. And what Azure will do? Azure will take the backup as per the defined time what you have given. Okay, is that clear? Fine. So now I am giving the time as a 5:30 a.m. morning. That's why it will take the backup at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. And here any time zone you can choose, guys. Mostly what happens here, you are working for which client? US client, UK client, which client? You will take the time zone and retention of daily backup point for 30 days. So whatever the backup it is taking at 5:30 a.m. morning, it will keep that backup for 30 days. If you want more, then you can say here 45. It will keep the backup for 45 days. If you want here for 60, it will keep the backup for 60 days. Like this it goes. Okay. Remember here one thing. Okay. The time you increase and the data volume you increase, the time and data volume you increase, it will increase the amount for you. It will increase the amount or billing. It will increase the amount or billing for you. Okay, fine. This is what daily backup. Next is what we are having, weekly backup. Weekly backup. Okay, I'll say here, I want weekly backup also. Last day of the week. Last day of the week I want. Okay. It will support up to 365 days, Satish. Okay. I think it will support up to 365 days. Yeah, 200 days. It is supporting up to 200 days. Maximum it is supporting up to 200 days. Okay, guys, is that clear? So I'll say here 60 days here. And then next, I'm going for weekly backup. Last day of the week, I'll keep it for 12 weeks. Monthly backup, I'll say here last week of the month, last day of the week, and I'll say here up to 12 months. Then retention of yearly backup. Okay, you want how yearly backup, day based, week based? I'll say here week based. And if I type week based, then how I'm defining weekly, that accordingly it will take the week based backup also. What is this? Sir, I want to data deleted. Why need backup? So, Mithunjay, what is this question? Data backup is needed, right? If you are not keeping the data backup, if something goes wrong, data got corrupted, how you can get the data then? If you are having a backup, then only you can get the data, na? Correct or not? Tell me. If you are not keeping the backup, if your data mismatch has happened, or data corruption has happened, or some data issue came, if you are not having a backup, how you are going to manage them? Your client will sue you. Okay, if you say your client that data backup we have not scheduled, means the client will sue you. Okay, any company will perfectly schedule the backups of the data. Getting, is it clear? Data backup means data backup means suppose you are working on one file. Mithunjay, what is your background? Are you from mechanical civil engineering? See, assume that you are working here on this file. So what will you do? You will say Control C and then you will say Control V. Now you will work here on this file. If this file data got corrupted, if this file data gets into some problem, still no need to worry, because you are already having one copy of this file. This is called data backup. Is that clear? Mrityunjay? Mrityunjay, is that clear? So Bhaskar, if you need 1 week data, then 1 week data. Okay, what 1 week? I mean, today is what? Let us take 8th of July. Today is 8th of July. You want the data 1st of July. You want the data or 4th of July. Then you can select that date and you can get the data backup. Okay. Sir, file share storage services is it not redundant just like blob services? No, no. File share services, you have to schedule the backups accordingly as per your project requirement. Yes. See, blob containers backups, this kind of things. Okay, normally Azure will take care of this blob backups. If you want this to be, then you have to use some third-party tools. If you want to take the backups of blob containers, but for file share, Azure will support the backup for you. That's why here we are doing the backups for file share. Fine. So this is what I'm having: daily backup, weekly backup, monthly backup, and then yearly backup. Okay. Yes, correct, correct. Mithunjay, you are right. So I'll say here, I want to have the yearly backup on last, okay, week of the month. Okay, last day of the week. I want to keep this backup for 2 years. I'll say here, okay. I'll say here, okay. Fine, this is done now. See now, if you notice here, I have created a new policy where I'm defining the backup accordingly. Okay. I'll go here next, review plus create. What happened? Someone deleted or what? One minute, guys. I think there is some network issue. Okay. I was saying here file share. I'll say here Naresh file share 1515. Next, backups I have told just now, right? I'll say here next review plus create. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and I'll create a backup, and I'll provision the file share. So what I'm doing, I'm creating a file share with this name. Also, I'm scheduling the backup with these details. Then I'll say here next review plus create. Let the validation gets completed. Then I'll click on create here. See now what it is going to do. It is going to create a file share for me with a name called NFS1515. Okay. Satish, I have told this one. Access tiers, we are having two options, hot and cool. The data which is frequently accessed comes under hot category. The data which is very rarely accessed comes under cool category. Okay. No, see Tahir, your files will get corrupted easily. You will come to know, because if some file is expected to show 100 records, and if that file is showing 90 records or 85 records or more than 100 records, it means there is a problem in your file, right? And with that file, you understand that the file has been corrupted, something went wrong in the file, and from there you can get a new file. Transactional optimize. Okay, Manpreet, leave about the upcoming topics, Manpreet. Soft delete is what I'll explain in the next class. In the upcoming classes, the topic is there. Soft delete, I'll explain on that class. So don't ask the topics which is we are going to see in the future. Okay. So if I go here now, see, this is the file share I have created. This is the file share I have created, NFS1515. Likewise, if you want, you can create one more file share. Say here NFS1717. NFS1717. Next, I don't want the backup, because last backup I have created. I don't want the backup now. That's why I'm unchecking this box. Next, review plus create, then click on create. What happens here now? Second file share got created. Second file share got created. See, NFS1515, NFS1717. So like this, you can create as many file shares you want. Okay, like this, we can create like this. We can create as many file shares we want inside the storage account. And what data we are keeping inside the file shares? What data we are keeping inside the file shares? Okay, general data, like Excel files, CSV files, okay, Word file, text file, JSON file, etc. Okay, if you go inside this file share, say here upload, browse, switch to access keys, say here upload, browse for files. See, it is accepting all types of files. See, all types of files I'm uploading inside the file share. Inside the file share, see, Excel file, Word file, PDF file, text file, all that we have uploaded inside the file share. Okay, so what is the difference then? What is the difference between blob storage services and file share storage services? Okay, what is the difference between blob services and file share services? What is the difference? Okay. No, man. Who told you? Manju. File share we have created and we have uploaded the files inside the file share. Manju, please understand. File share is this one. Two file shares we have created. Inside the file share, I have uploaded some documents here. See, all these documents I have uploaded inside the file share. While creating the file share, you will get an option to schedule the backups also if you want it. Okay, fine. Now, see, blob services is also accepting all types of files. File share is also accepting all types of files. Correct, na? What I'm saying here, see, blob services is accepting all types of files, and file share services is also accepting all types of files. Then what is the difference? What is the difference? You might get this doubt, right? See here, I'll tell you. This is what our file share, right? This is our file share. All files it has accepted. Likewise, if I go here to blob services, I have uploaded a files here. See, Word file, PDF file I have uploaded. Okay, here some Word file I have uploaded. It is also accepting all types of files. What is the difference? The difference is that, see, I'll tell you. The difference is, okay, the files we upload in blob can be accessed via HTTP or HTTPS directly. But the files which we are uploading in file share will not, okay, the files which we are uploading in file share, okay, in file share cannot be accessed via HTTP or HTTPS directly. This is the main difference, guys. This is the main difference. The files which we are uploading in file share cannot be accessed via HTTP and HTTPS directly. Okay, fine. Yes, for that I have shown, right? I have shown implement a container with private access, right? If you implement a container with private access, then you can put the restrictions. Just now I have shown the solution. You can give only read access, you can give only add access, create whatever you want accordingly. I've showed that, right? Do one thing, guys, do one thing. See, it all questions comes in when you're learning something new. These things will come, no doubt. So what I suggest is, please refer the video recordings multiple times. Refer the video recordings multiple times. You will come to know what is the restrictions, how we can implement, and what we can do, what we cannot do. These things you will get it very easily when you do the practice. When you do the practice, these things will be very much clear to you. Okay, so now how we can access that file? No, it's not a bad doubt. Okay, doubt is a doubt, whatever it is. If you practice, then it will be clear. Then the question comes in how we can access the files what that we have uploaded in file share. To access the files that we have uploaded in file share, we can host this file share. We can host this file share, okay, on top of cloud server. We can connect this file share on top of cloud server. So what happens here? Whatever the data you are keeping inside the file share can be accessed through that server, can be accessed via that server. We can host, we can connect this file share to the cloud server. Okay, if you want to access that files, if you want to access the files, okay, which we have uploaded in file share, then we can, okay, host or sync that file share with the cloud server. Okay, that server could be a Windows server, Linux server, or Mac OS server. Mac OS server. Even you can host this file share. Even we can host the file share on our laptops also. On our laptops also, okay, we can host this file share. On our laptops also, we can host this file share. But to host this file share, SMB ports should be open. It's one of the services we are having, service server message block. Okay, these services has to be opened. Then only we can host this file share. If this services is not open, we cannot host this file share. We cannot host this file share after the services. Okay. If this services is not open, who will open this services? SMB. Okay, SMB ports. SMB services should be open if you want to host the file share on top of the servers. SMB services should be opened if you want to host the file share on top of the servers. SMB services is what? Okay, if you come here, if you say Google SMB, okay, service is used for. Okay, see what it is saying? It's a protocol. Okay, the server message block protocol, client server communication protocol used for sharing access of files, printers and serial ports and other resources on a network. So these SMB ports has to be opened by your network provider, whichever network provider you are using. You are using Geo, you are using Airtel, you are using AC FiberNet, whichever network provider you are using, the network provider has to open this SMB. This SMB service they have to open. If this SMB port, if this SMB service is open, then only we can implement the file share. Then only we can host the file share on top of the server. Okay, if the SMB port or SMB service is open, then only we can host the file share on top of the server. And only we can host the file share on top of this server. Else it is not possible. Okay. How to host the file share? Okay. What I'll do, I'll come to home. I'll create one server, virtual machine. Okay. See, virtual machines will be created by DevOps engineers, guys. You are not required to create a virtual machine, but still as it's needed as part of our demo. It is needed as part of our demo. That's why I'm creating a virtual machine. Okay. I'll say here my VM. Okay. I'll give it as my VM. Fine. I'm creating one server now. See, this server, this virtual machine will not be created by you in real-time projects, but now as it is needed as part of our demo, that's why I'm creating. Okay, fine. I'm just leaving all these values to default. I'll go ahead and create a virtual machine. Let the server gets deployed here, guys. I'm waiting for it. Yeah, creating VM is chargeable. Everything is chargeable, guys. Nothing is free here in cloud computing. Everything is chargeable. I'm waiting for the VM to get deployed here. Let the VM deployment gets completed. But it's taking this much long time. Manju, I've shared just now, na? Just now I've shared the material. You have not downloaded. Why? Please click on this link and download the material. The VM got deployed. I'll go to this server. Okay, and I will connect. So see now guys, I'm loading to the, I'm connecting to the VM, and what we are doing here, we are hosting the file share. We are hosting the file share on top of the VM. Okay, that is what we are doing. I'll open this one. I'll right click here network. I'll say here map network drive. I'll say connect using different credentials. And here folder. What you have to do for folders, come here to your storage account. Go inside your storage account. Okay. Go inside the file share services. Which file share you want to connect? You're having two file shares, 15151717. Which file share you want to connect? That file share we can choose. So I'll say here this file share. Oh, I'll say here connect. I'll say here now show script. Okay, copy this complete script. Come here, paste it. Fine. I'll take this one. Okay, I'll take up to here. I'll take up to here. Control C. I will come here to the VM. I'll paste it. Say finish. Next, where is your storage account? It is in Azure. Backslash. What is your storage account name? Storage account name is Naresh SA 1339. And then password. Hit enter. That's it. Now it is attempting to connect. Means what it is doing now? It is okay. Naresh Naresh SA. Okay. Okay. Password you have to give this one. Come here. Go inside your storage account. Go to access keys. Okay. This is the password. Copy this one and paste it here. And then say here okay. See now we are able to finally connect to the file share. This file share has been connected to the VM now, and if it is something like a shared disk drive now, it became like a shared disk drive. It became like a shared disk drive, like how we are having E drive, F drive kind of na. Like this, it became part of the VM. Now you go inside this one, and you can see the data. You can access all the stuff, whatever you have uploaded inside the file share. This is what file share storage services, guys. This is what file share storage services. Okay. Now this is all theoretical part. This is all theoretical part in the material, not what I'm showing here. Okay, fine. So this is all theoretical part. This is the difference between blob storage and file share. Okay, blob storage and file share difference I have given here very nicely. Fine. So I'll stop the class here. Tomorrow I'll show you with Azure Storage Explorer. Tomorrow I'll show you with Azure Storage Explorer. Is that clear? Fine. Transaction optimize means the data what you are keeping inside the file share. If that data is related to the transactions, then you choose that option transaction optimize. Is that clear, Sadish? Fine, guys. So I'll stop the class here. Tomorrow we'll see from Azure Storage Explorer. What is Azure Storage Explorer and all? I'll see this. I'll discuss this. RDMS data, yeah, RDMS data, more precisely, you can say transactional data, like banking transactions and all that stuff. That is better. That would be the better example, I can say. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll connect again tomorrow. Any questions, anyone, before I close the class for today? All good?